anyways, yes, we're on our way to our Labor Day weekend, so I'm sure you're looking for some pretty good weather. It looks great. For the beaches, as we head into the weekend, we have a slight warming trend, but then next week it's going to be much hotter. So take a look at these temperatures right now. It's actually pretty comfortable out, sunny, like yesterday, a lot like yesterday. This weekend, that slight warming trend, and then we head into next week. We have a heat wave forming. It's going to be much hotter as we head into next week, so don't be surprised about that. So this morning, of course, we're dry, but we do still have the clouds at the beaches. For the inland valleys, as we head through the next several hours, mostly cloudy temperatures and mostly cloudy just for some of our inland locations, not everybody. These are very thin clouds, are going to burn off quickly, but temperatures will be in about the mid 60s. Then we head through the morning and we'll be near 80 degrees by noon through the afternoon inland. Mostly the mid to low 80s, so it's going to be, again, a lot like yesterday, but feeling really nice through the afternoon hours, especially if you're in the shade. So it's going to be a pretty decent day. Then we head into the evening and we'll be in the mid 70s by 7 p.m. For the beaches today, we'll be in about the mid 70s, coastal communities mid 70s, for the mountains close to 90, deserts near about 107. Here's your beach forecast as we head into your Labor Day weekend. So for today, if you're at the beach, right around 73, 74 degrees. Saturday, maybe a degree warmer. Sunday, about a degree warmer. So there is the slight warm up. By Monday, your Labor Day Monday, that's going to be the warmest, near 80 degrees at the beaches. And for the rest of the county, we are going to keep. He's on the 5 southbound out of Carlsbad, where traffic is not bad this morning. Fairly light. There's Ant flashing his lights to say hello. So southbound, not bad. Northbound, you see the headlights as we head through this morning. Traffic may be a little bit lighter, but it is the Friday before Labor Day weekend, so we'll see how busy it gets. In Ramona, that's dense fog. Rest of the county, a lot of green on the map. So in those areas, I don't see much slowing. East County drive times are right around 15 minutes on the 52 westbound Santee to the 5, 8 westbound El Cajon to the 5, about 13 minutes. We'll take another look around and the 10-day forecast coming up. She's at San Diego Humane Society. You can head there to find her or head to our website to NBC7.com. Search Clear the Shelters. It's right there at the top on our trending bar. We have a lot of other locations that are participating in this, and the big adoption day, September 7th, is when the Humane Society will be waiving those adoption fees. So that'll be a very exciting day. Hopefully we can get a lot of animals adopted. This morning, we have some comfortably cool temperatures, 68 degrees downtown, 66 Chula Vista. Oceanside's a 66 or 68, Carlsbad 67. Ramona's in the upper 50s with dense fog. At the beaches for today, clouds will be around early, gradual clearing, high temperatures right around about mid 70s to low 70s. Wave height still kind of small, around 1 to 3 feet, and a low risk of rip current. So as we head into your Labor Day weekend, the rip current risk does look to be on the lower side, but again, always be cautious of that, especially now that the water temperatures are warmer. I'm sure a lot of more people are going to be in the water. For the inland valleys today, mid 80s. For the mountains, mid to upper 80s. Deserts about 105 to 110. So this weekend, we have a slight warming trend. So let's look at future weather. It's all because of that area of high pressure. We'll start to warm up more each day. Next week, though, that is when we get hot, unseasonably hot next week. We do have a heat wave in the forecast. We're looking at several days of hot temperatures. Bad on the 805 south. Traffic looks pretty good. 805 north, a little busy with all those headlights this morning. Visibility looks good, and it is the Friday before Labor Day weekend, so a lot of people might be heading out to, their Labor Day weekend plans, or maybe just heading to work. But there's that dense fog in Ramona I was talking about. Rest of the county looks fine. We have a lot of green on the map, so I don't see slowing just yet. North County drive times look normal. The 15 southbound Escondido to Kearney Mesa, about 20 minutes. Oceanside to downtown, normal there, about 32 minutes. And the 78 looks good in both directions. We'll take another look around coming up. Our traffic could be our normal light. Friday traffic may be a little bit lighter. Not sure what time people are really leaving this morning if they are heading out of town, but we'll take a look at the roads coming up. Weather looks great, though, for your Labor Day weekend. Today we're going to be sunny and warm, a lot like yesterday, so it looks really good around the entire county as we head through the afternoon. And we were even talking about earlier, if you're sitting in the shade through the afternoon, even if you're inland, it feels pretty nice. This weekend, though, we're going to have a slight warming trend through your Labor Day weekend. Not a huge warm up, but each day we're going to get a little bit warmer. But next week, that's when it's going to be hot. Unseasonably hot weather as we head into next week, so be ready for that. As we look around the county, we don't have too much in the way of cloud cover, but there is some along the coast this morning that'll gradually clear out. Our radar, of course, is dry. No monsoonal moisture anytime soon. For the coast, as we head into this morning, through the morning hours, about the mid to upper 60s through 9 a.m., pretty cloudy, and then those clouds will break up, and closer to lunchtime, that's when we'll start to see more sun around 74 coastal communities. Through the afternoon, we'll be around the mid-70s and mostly sunny. For this evening, once the sun goes down by 7 p.m. or so, we should be right in the upper 60s. So if you're heading out for your Friday evening, it's going to feel pretty comfortable again. This afternoon, if you're at the beaches, mid to low 70s, 72 in Encinitas, 74 Oceanside, Miramar 78 degrees. If you're in Escondido today, 83 for a high, 82 Poway, near 80 in La Mesa, East Lake, Chula Vista, right around 76, 77 degrees, El Cajon mid 80s. And if you're in the mountains, you'll be closer to about 90 today. And for the deserts, right around 105 to 110. So for the inland valleys this weekend, we're going to be warming to near 90 by Sunday, low 90s by your Labor Day Monday. Then we head into next week. Temperatures keep heating up. We'll be around 94 on Tuesday. Here's everyone's Labor Day weekend. For traffic is, it's picking up a little bit, but it's really not too bad right now. Visibility looks pretty good on the 8 westbound, so Ange will keep making his way towards the coast eventually, and then hop on maybe the 15 and drive around a little bit more. So we'll see what the roads look like, but right now not too bad. Around the county, though, the only area with dense fog is around Ramona. Traffic looks pretty good. I don't see any slowing or incidents this morning. If you're traveling for Labor Day weekend, make sure you have a full tank of gas or a full charge. That's something you always want to do before you actually hit the road. Make sure all your fluid levels are good, and also check your tire pressure and tread. Very important there too before you hit the road. We'll take another look around the county coming up. Anyways, we're talking about Clear the Shelters also as we head through September 10th, now through September 10th. This is Clear the Shelters, our big nationwide push to get as many animals into loving homes as we can. We've been doing it for 10 years. It's a big collaboration between NBC Universal and Comcast. So we're trying to get as many animals adopted as possible. This morning, I have another cute pet to show you. That is Simba. So I feel like I don't even have to describe Simba. If you look at the picture, you know quite a bit about Simba. He's very playful, and he has a lot of energy, and he's super friendly. So, I mean, that pretty much sums it up. Almost every photo at San Diego Humane Society, he has a toy in his mouth. So he's a very sweet dog. Looking for a loving home. If you want a playmate, he'll be a great one for you. Just head to San Diego Humane Society if you'd like to adopt him, but also our website, NBC7.com. Search Clear the Shelters. You can find more participating locations there. This morning, we're in the mid to upper 60s at the coast, mid 60s inland. For the foothills, mostly the mid to upper 50s. We have dense fog around Ramona. If you're in El Cajon right now, you're at 64 degrees. We do have some clouds around for some areas inland like El Cajon, so those will be hanging out for the morning hours and then gradually clearing about the mid to upper 70s by noon. At the coast today, highs will be in the mid 70s. Clouds will gradually clear. Most inland valleys, mid to low 80s. It is actually going to be a lot like yesterday. For the mountains, will be around 90, deserts 105 to 110. That area of high pressure is just going to very slightly warm us up through the weekend. The weekend looks great, but next week we just continue to get hotter. Next week we are going to have a heat wave in the forecast, so where traffic is picking up a little bit. 5 northbound getting a little bit busy out there too. So our Friday traffic is typically light. We'll see how it ends up being today because it is the Friday before Labor Day weekend, but so far looks pretty good. We'll check back in with Ange in just a little bit. There's the dense fog in Ramona. Looks like we have one accident that may have just popped up near the 805. I'll check that out and get back to you. That one just showed up on the map. South Bay drive times are looking pretty good from the border to the 8 Mission Valley, 5805 northbound, just under 20 minutes. We'll take another look around the county coming up. Cole and Steve. So if you're heading out to the beach this weekend, I think you're really going to like the weather. Don't forget the sunblock, though. You can get a sunburn still in about 25 minutes or less. It's going to be a nice one, though. Today's going to be great, too. A lot like yesterday. We'll be around, as far as temperatures are concerned, around the same with our daytime highs as yesterday. So feeling much of the same. This weekend, though, a slight warm up. So each day this weekend is going to be just a little bit warmer than the day before. Next week, though, that's when you're really going to notice it. We have a heat wave in the forecast next week. It's going to be a lot hotter, unseasonably hot next week for several days, so we may certainly have some heat advisories out as we head into this next work week. So for now, we're looking good around the entire county. The radar is obviously dry because we don't have any rain. We wish we had monsoonal moisture right now. We just don't have any for quite a long time. We do have clouds along the coast. Our satellites showing that those clouds will gradually clear. Inland valleys, as we head through the next several hours, about the mid 60s, those clouds gradually clearing up. By noon inland, upper 70s, and through the afternoon, about the mid to low 80s. It'll be mostly sunny inland today, so another really nice day. In the shade, it feels wonderful. In the sun, it's going to feel warm. By the time the sun goes down by 8 o'clock, we should be right around 70 degrees. So still feeling really nice this evening. By happy hour time this afternoon, the coast will be in the mid 70s, mid 80s to upper 80s for the mountains. Here's your beach forecast as we head into your Labor Day weekend. Looking pretty good. Each day at the beaches, we're going to have early clouds, and we'll see the gradual clearing. So by noon each day, you should be seeing that sunshine. Mid 70s if you're right there on the sand. And then by Monday, if you're right on the beach, again, upper 70s with that gradual clearing. So we're going to get a little bit warmer each day and then much hotter as we head into next week. We'll take a look at everyone's Labor Day weekend forecast coming up. Let's look at the roads right now. It's 6:09. So Andrew's on the 15 northbound where traffic is getting a little bit busier here on the 15 north. Visibility looks pretty good. So as Ange continues heading up into North County, we'll keep watching him, see how the roads are looking. But right now the roads are looking pretty busy for this Friday heading into your Labor Day weekend. There's a visibility over the traffic maps. Ramona showing dense fog. Rest of the county, a lot of the major freeways are green. I don't see much slowing. We do have a couple accidents. So, well, we have one now. The other one just cleared. 805 southbound before Murray Ridge Road. There's one crash, but I don't see any slowing around this. East County drive time still looking good. No slowing here on the 52 westbound Santee to the 5. 15 minutes, 8 westbound Elkhorn to the 5, 14 minutes, 94 looks good in both directions. South Bay drive time still under 20 minutes from the border to the 8 Mission Valley on the 5 and 805 northbound. We'll look at your 10-day forecast coming up. If you can't adopt, you can also, foster, because that'd be a huge help too. Our website, also NBC7.com. Clear the shelters right there in the trending bar, like Nicole and Steve just mentioned, for more locations. So we'll be talking about this still as we head through even next week. Outside right now, if you're about to head out the door, we're in the 60s mostly, 68 degrees downtown. 66 Chula Vista, Carlsbad, 68 degrees. Ramona's at 59 with dense fog. El Cajon, 64. If you're in Pine Valley, you're at 63. Beaches today, we'll be seeing the clouds early this morning, so we have those cloudy skies again, gradual clearing, becoming sunny this afternoon at the coast with high temperatures around the mid to low 70s if you're right there on the sand. Wave heights a little small today, again around 1 to 3 feet. For today, for the inland valleys, we'll be around the mid 80s. Coastal communities not on the sand, mid 70s. For the mountains, closer to 90. Deserts near about 108. So the Padres are back Labor Day. First pitch 3:40. If this is in your Labor Day weekend plans, it's going to be a hot one at Petco Park. So just make sure you maybe have a hat or something with you because it's going to be sunny too. But a really nice Labor Day Monday to watch some baseball. Temperatures throughout the game will mostly be around 80 degrees. Here's what it looks like on future weather, though. That high is going to slowly and slightly warm us up this weekend. But next week, that is when it's going to be hot for many days in a row. We could certainly have some heat advisories across part of the county. He is on the 15 northbound right now. So where he is, he's heading a little bit farther up in North County. So 15 northbound, not bad. Some cars out there. 15 southbound looks a little bit busy. Visibility looks great, though, but traffic is picking up on this Friday morning. So even though I don't see much slowing on the maps, we do have more cars on the road right now. There's that dense fog in Ramona, the visibility over the traffic map. So on all the major freeways, we have a lot of green. So again, not much slowing right now. We still have this accident, 805 southbound before Murray Ridge Road. There's a crash there, but I don't see any slowing around that. For North County, your drive times are looking good. Oceanside to downtown, 32 minutes on the 5 south. Escondido to Kearney Mesa, about 20 minutes. And the 78 looks good in both directions. We'll take another look around coming up. Weekend, it is looking wonderful. We have such good beach weather in the forecast. Really great weather for everybody. But it is going to just slightly warm up next week, though. It's going to be hot. So today, looking great again. We have clouds at the coast. Those will gradually clear to sunshine. It's going to look a lot like yesterday afternoon. Labor Day weekend, slight warming trend across your weekend. Each day is going to be just about 1 or 2 degrees warmer than the day before. And then next week, that's when we get hotter. We have a heat wave in the forecast, unseasonably hot weather. We could even be looking at some advisories out there next week and maybe an elevated fire threat too. Right now, we're looking dry, of course, around the county. There's our radar sweeping around. The satellite's just showing us some of those clouds. For the coast, as we head through the next several hours, cloudy skies, temperatures in the mid to upper 60s. By noon, though, we'll be seeing more sun, mid 70s and staying around the mid 70s if you're in our coastal communities through the afternoon with mostly sunny skies. So really comfortable Friday for you. Once that sun goes down, we'll be in about the upper 60s, so a really pleasant evening. This afternoon, if you're right along the beaches, 72 Encinitas, 72 La Jolla, 74 Oceanside, Miramar, 78 degrees. If you're in Chula Vista, high of 75, 77 East Lake. If you're inland, you'll be in about the mid to low 80s again like yesterday, 85 El Cajon, 83 Escondido, Poway 82. Ramona could be close to 90 degrees. Mountains closer to 90 today. Deserts about 105 to 110. So for the inland valleys, here's what it looks like this weekend. Saturday, 87 degrees. Sunday, 90. Monday 92, and then Tuesday we're at 94, so we really start to heat up as we head into next week. This next work week coming up, things are looking pretty hot. Here's your entire 78 westbound is heading towards the 5. 78 westbound looking pretty busy on this Friday morning. Eastbound also kind of getting a little bit busy with traffic there, but overall I don't see too much slowing just yet. We do have fog in Ramona. It's kind of dense, so just be careful about that. We have some accidents here, just a couple accidents on the map to show you. 805 southbound, the crash before Murray Ridge Road still showing up, but I don't see slowing around it. We also have an accident right off the 15 here, Arrow Drive at Murphy Canyon Road. Here's some drive times in the South Bay, 805 5 northbound from the border to the 8 Mission Valley. Couple slow spots, but it's still going to take you right around 20 minutes to get from the border to the 8. We'll take another look around and your 10-day forecast coming up. Clouds will be clearing out to sunshine. It's going to be a beautiful day today, so I'll show you that forecast in just a minute. Still want to talk about Clear the Shelters now through September 10th, our big push to get as many animals adopted as possible. And look at this beautiful girl looking for a loving home. That's Julia. Julia is a husky mix. She's at San Diego Humane Society, and you can almost tell by this photo, but she has a very calm and gentle demeanor. So if you'd like to adopt Julia, you can head there. I love human names for dogs. Anyways, head to our website too, NBC7.com, and search Clear the Shelters. It's also right there in the trending bar. You can find more participating locations for that. Right now, near the coast, mid to upper 60s, mid 60s, inland to low 60s, 57 in Ramona where we have dense fog. So this is very similar to yesterday morning. Mid 80s inland this afternoon. Some areas inland could be in the low 80s. So a lot like yesterday there, mid 70s along the coast. Mountains will be a little bit hotter near 90. Deserts around 107. Your Labor Day weekend forecast is looking good. Gradual clearing at the coast every day with temperatures just a little bit warmer. Each Anges though. Anges on the 5 southbound this morning. He got on the 5 southbound from the 78 not too long ago. 5 southbound looks pretty busy out there, but visibility looks good. I don't see too many brake lights, but traffic is starting to pick up a little bit more. There's that dense fog in Ramona. We have a little bit more slowing in the South Bay. Couple accidents here too. 805 southbound Murray Ridge Road. No slowing around that one. Also Arrow Drive at Murphy Canyon Road right off the 15. And then if you head towards Hamul, kind of the Campo area, the 94 at Honey Springs Road, there's a crash with a lot of slowing around that. Your